Okay, this video we're going to take our 3D model of our burr puzzle and we're going to put it on some drawing sheets. So we're going to go to File and we can say Make Drawing from Assembly if you have your assembly open, or you can start a new drawing. So I'm going to say Make Drawing from Assembly. I'm going to leave it on ANSI Landscape. Hit OK. And for this, I'm going to drag in isometric view. Okay, hit OK. For my sheet format, it's taking up all the space. I'm just going to right click and delete that, make that go away, so I've got some more room on my sheet of paper. Okay, if you click on your box that's showing your burr puzzle, you can go out and under annotation we can add balloons, and we can do auto balloons to this. So if we hit auto balloons, what that does is it labels all of these parts. Alright, 1, 2, 3. If you go next over here to tables, we can go to bill of materials. While this is still selected, if we go to bill of materials and click on this, hit OK, you're going to see that it's going to tell us which one is which. So number 1 is part C, number 2 part D. So we're going to do a bill of materials. This tells us, and it also gives us the quantity of how many of each of those we need to make. So I want you to make a little sheet like this. We can put a little note on here. Put your name on the sheet. In case we print these out later. Alright, so that takes care of that. That doesn't help us build these. So we're going to add some more sheets. Down here in the lower left, if you click Add Sheet, we'll pull another sheet in. And once again, I'm going to delete those so it's just a blank piece of paper. We're now going to pull in each of our parts. So we probably can put a couple of parts on each sheet here. So I'm going to go to View Palette. And I'm trying to get to browse here, up here. If we click up here, that'll allow us to browse for a part. This one's going to be an easy one. Just going to pull it in this orientation. And I'm going to move to the right. It's going to put one here. I'm going to move up here. Alright, hit OK. What size did they come in as? If I scroll down here, they came in 1 to 2. I'm going to go custom size and make them 1 to 1. So they're full size drawings of our part. Right? Really don't need that view, but we'll leave it on there for a moment anyway. Alright, and then we can start putting some dimensions in. So for this part, before we do that though, we're going to need to come down here and make sure we're set up in inches, pounds, and seconds. And we're going to need to go to units and make sure we're out to 4 decimal places. Okay, so under dimensions, we have ordinate and horizontal and ordinate baseline dimensions. There's a number of different dimension types. I'm going to go with just a straight smart dimension for this part. We've got to decide what's going to be our reference point. I'm going to click this corner to here. Alright, same this corner to here. Or I can select this line. And I also need this dimension. Okay. Pretty simple for this part. Let's pull in another one. So I'm going to click over here hit browse, pull in the next part. Let's take in the next easiest part. So this was not drawn correctly, so I want this to be my front view, so I'm going to come in here. Whoops. Here we go. And once again, I'm going to change the scale so that it's full size. Oops, I need to do that again. Click on that, get those lines, scale 1:1. All right. While I have this selected, I can come up to View Layout and go to Projected View, and I can pull in this view and the right side view. I'm going to come over here and select that and have it show hidden lines by clicking on this box. So we see that hidden line there where that notch represents that right there. All right, so we're going to get our dimensions again under Annotation, Smart Dimension. I want to know how far is it from here to here. See if we may have to move some of these things around a little bit to have enough space. There we go. A little bit more room now. Dimension, I want to go from here to here. And one more dimension from here all the way to the end. Whoops. Try that again. Okay. This is our reference corner. This is where we're going to build from. And these are going to be our measurements that we're going to use for our DO. We also need to know the depth of this notch. I'm not going to dimension to a hidden line, so I'm going to have to pull this dimension off of here. This is the depth of our notch. Okay. Now, this is one standard type of dimensioning standard. If we go up to Options here on our sheet and we go to Document Properties, if we change it from ISO to ANSI, it should rotate those. Yeah, I like to have these reading horizontally. All right, I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to throw an additional dimension in just for reference purposes, just so that you know what the width of that slot is supposed to be. So I'm going to come in here and underneath here I'm just going to type in reference, so I know that that's how wide that slot is supposed to be, in order to give us a little bit of room to move that around. One more dimension over here. We're good. I'm going to add another sheet. Click down here in the lower left. I'm going to delete that sheet format again. I just click on this, right click, hit, whoops, not properties, hit delete. All right, and now we're going to go over here, click on that, click on this, and it'll allow us to bring in some more parts. We got to bring in this part. Again, I'm going to take this right view as our front view, project up to the right. Actually, that's not the view that I wanted. I'm going to delete that. Let's take a look at that again. So, I didn't really want that as the right view. I want that as we go. Let me try taking this in And if you right click or close that out, click on that, right click, and go to rotate view. I'm going to rotate this -90. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted +90. There we go. That's the view that should be the front view. Going to click on that view, make it 1:1. Hit OK. Come back to view layout. Go to projected view. Come up, over, hit OK. Can add our dimensions now under annotation, smart dimension. How far is it from here to here? How far is it from here to here? All right. Need to move this down and create a little bit of space. I can move this up a little bit. All right, we've located the placement of our notches end to end. Again, I want to give a reference dimension for the width of our notch. All right, and I'm going to come down here and type in reference. Hit OK. The heights of our blocks, I'll throw them in there just so we have these. Hit OK. That's set. And we have one more part, and the next part's going to be a little bit tricky, so I'm going to put one more sheet in. Right click and delete that sheet format. Hit OK. Last part is this guy right here. Hit open. I'm going to start with this for my front view. Change my scale if it'll let me do it this time. Didn't do it. Try it again. There we go. All right, come back up here to view layout. Go to projected view. Put our remaining views in. Hit OK. And click on this guy and show the hidden lines. And now we got to pull all these dimensions in. All right, so under annotation dimension, I want to know how far it is from here to here, here to here, and here to here. For reference, I'm going to put in that dimension in here this time. And I'm going to type in reference. Hit OK. I now need to put these dimensions in. So I'm going to go here to here, here to here, and I'm going to put this guy in for a reference as well. Okay, I should put some height dimensions over here. Oh, we need the depth of this notch. And overall height of the part. And overall depth of the part we can put over here. And that looks good. So I'm going to go to File, go to Save. I'm going to call it Dairy Puzzle again. It's a drawing file, and that's it.